Hundreds of people will be gathering in Waterbury next weekend for a great cause, a memorial run honoring former Waterbury Deputy Police Chief Chris Corbett, who died 4 years ago after being with the department for 18 years. We have Bill Cavell and Ed DePonte. They're here to tell us about it. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. Tell us about this. What's happening?
Good morning. Thank you. Channel 3 has been a great sponsor with coverage of the Chris Corbett 5K, both in this type of setting and the race day coverage. Very appreciative of that. And it's a great day again. April 6th, next Saturday, will be the 4th annual Chris Corbett Road Race. We're expecting large crowds. And we're again appreciative of our generous donations from our sponsors.
I said to you guys when you first sat down, I was a reporter out on the street when Chris first became the public information officer, giving information to the media. It can sometimes be a headbutt kind of situation. We're trying to learn more. You guys as cops have, what you want out there. Nobody was nicer to deal with than Chris, working hard to get us the information, telling us he couldn't when he couldn't do it. Tell us about him and why it's so important to keep his memory alive.
Chris was such a great guy. Beyond being extremely intelligent, he was very, very approachable and extremely knowledgeable, and he got personally involved with the cases that he was involved with. It was more than just a job for him. I mean, it was a part of his life. It was a great part of his life.
And he was a very conscientious guy, yes. I always found. I mean, he was, like I said, sometimes there's just information the police don't want out there. And he would always call you back and say, I can't tell you. He wouldn't just blow you off. He wouldn't ignore it. And as someone in the media, we noticed that. And I'm sure people he dealt with in the community did too.
He was a professional policeman, worked diligently for the city for years and years and years, put the city above himself many times, and was a true asset to the city, to the police department, and to Catholic education, which is a portion of the Chris 5K.
That's what I was just going to ask you. So I've seen the event. We've covered it in the past. You talked about us being involved. A lot of people come out. A lot of money is raised. So where does the money go? Obviously, it's great to come out and remember Chris and run the race, but then some good comes out of it.
The money goes to Waterbury area Catholic education through a variety of scholarships. To date, we've given over $20,000 in scholarships since the race's inception, which is an impressive amount in a 4 or 5 year period. So we're very helpful, grateful for that. And again, we want participation. We like to get continued sponsorship from our corporate friends and continue Chris's legacy in the means of scholarships.
And I think is it meaningful to you guys too that you get so many people out there and they're saying Chris's name and wearing probably a shirt with Chris's name on it and remembering him that way. I mean, it's as we move in year after year to keep his memory alive.
Yes, that's the most important part. And also, it's a great event for the community as a whole. It's nice to see the people that the residents that live in the area, they take an interest as well if they're not in the race. I mean, they're outside, and the communities come together. All the vendors there have volunteered their time for the race, and again, it's just a great atmosphere and a great day for the city of Waterbury, and to remember Chris, who was a great person.
He was. All right, so Bill, give us the details. How do you sign up? Where do you go? When's it happen?
Go to the website, chriscorbett5k.com. You can register online up to the day of the race. Holy Cross High School is the venue. It's been a fantastic spot since we began the race. Please get up early and come down and have a great Saturday morning, April 6th.
Perfect. All that info is right there, chriscorbett5k.com. Happy to have you guys here.
Thank you for having us.
Hope for big crowds next week and a lot of good being done in Chris's name.
Thanks.